In a small village nestled amidst serene mountains, there lived a wise old sage renowned for his deep understanding of life and human nature. Many seekers from far and wide would visit him seeking guidance on their spiritual journey. One day, a young traveler arrived at the sage's humble abode, eager to learn the secrets of inner peace and wisdom. The sage welcomed him warmly and offered him a seat by the crackling fire. "Master," the young man began, "I have traveled far seeking answers to life's mysteries. I long to find true happiness and fulfillment. Can you guide me on this path?" The sage nodded knowingly and replied, "Of course, my child. But first, let me share with you a powerful Zen story that has been passed down through generations." The young man leaned in eagerly as the sage began to weave his tale. Once upon a time, there was a powerful samurai warrior who was feared and respected by all who knew him. He was skilled in the art of combat and had won countless battles on the battlefield. One day, the samurai sought out a renowned Zen master, hoping to learn the secrets of inner peace and tranquility. He approached the master with great humility and asked, "Master, what must I do to attain true enlightenment?" The Zen master looked at the samurai with kindness in his eyes and replied, "To attain enlightenment, you must first let go of 6 habits that weigh you down." The samurai listened intently as the Zen master continued. "First, let go of anger. It clouds the mind and poisons the soul. Instead, cultivate patience and understanding. Second, let go of jealousy. It blinds you to the beauty of your own journey. Instead, celebrate the success of others and find joy in their achievements. Third, let go of greed. It leads to endless craving and dissatisfaction. Instead, practice gratitude for all that you have. Fourth, let go of attachment. It binds you to the past and prevents you from fully experiencing the present moment. Instead, embrace impermanence and live each day with an open heart. Fifth, let go of doubt. It undermines your confidence and prevents you from realizing your true potential. Instead, have faith in yourself and trust in the wisdom of the universe. And finally, let go of ego. It blinds you to the interconnectedness of all beings and creates a false sense of superiority. Instead, cultivate humility and recognize the divinity in every soul." The samurai listened carefully to the words of the Zen master, feeling a sense of clarity and peace wash over him. From that day forward, he dedicated himself to letting go of these 6 habits and embracing the path of enlightenment. As the sage finished his story, he turned to the young traveler with a knowing smile. "Remember, my child, true wisdom lies not in the accumulation of knowledge, but in the letting go of that which no longer serves you. If you can release these 6 habits from your life, you will find that true happiness and fulfillment are closer than you ever imagined." The young traveler bowed deeply to the sage, grateful for the profound wisdom he had received. With a newfound sense of purpose, he set out on his journey, determined to apply the teachings of the Zen master in his own life. In Buddhism, gaining respect from others isn't necessarily the primary goal, as the focus tends to be more on inner peace, enlightenment, and compassion. However, there are indeed habits and traits that, when cultivated, can lead to earning respect from others in a Buddhist context. Here are 6 such habits. 1. Anger. In Buddhism, anger is seen as one of the 3 poisons, alongside ignorance and attachment. It clouds the mind, disturbs inner peace, and often leads to harmful actions. By letting go of anger and cultivating patience and understanding instead, one can gain the respect of others by demonstrating emotional resilience and maturity. 2. Jealousy. Envy and jealousy stem from a lack of contentment and can poison relationships and breed negativity. In Buddhism, practicing mudita, or sympathetic joy, involves rejoicing in the happiness and success of others rather than feeling jealous. This mindset fosters goodwill and fosters healthy relationships, earning respect through generosity of spirit. 3. Greed. Buddhism teaches the concept of non-attachment, understanding that clinging to material possessions or desires leads to suffering. By letting go of greed and cultivating contentment and generosity, one can inspire respect from others by embodying values of simplicity and selflessness. 4. Attachment. Attachment to transient phenomena such as possessions, relationships, or even one's own ego leads to suffering according to Buddhist teachings. By practicing non-attachment and embracing impermanence, individuals can gain respect by demonstrating resilience and adaptability in the face of life's changes. 5. Doubt. Doubt can undermine confidence and prevent one from realizing their true potential. In Buddhism, cultivating faith or confidence in oneself and the path towards enlightenment is essential. By overcoming doubt and having trust in one's abilities and the teachings of the Buddha, one can inspire respect through their clarity of purpose and determination. 6. Ego. The ego, or the sense of self-importance and separation from others, is considered a fundamental obstacle to spiritual growth in Buddhism. By cultivating humility and recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, individuals can gain respect by showing respect and compassion towards others, regardless of social status or personal achievements. By letting go of these 6 habits and embodying the principles of compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness, individuals can earn respect from others not through seeking it directly, but through living a life aligned with the teachings of Buddhism and contributing positively to the well-being of others and the world. Certainly. Here are 10 habits, rooted in Buddhist principles, that are essential to leave behind in order to gain respect within the context of Buddhism. 1. Anger. In Buddhism, anger is considered one of the 3 poisons, along with greed and ignorance. It arises from a lack of acceptance of the present moment and leads to suffering for oneself and others. By letting go of anger and cultivating patience and compassion, one can gain the respect of others through their ability to remain calm and understanding in difficult situations. 2. Jealousy. Jealousy stems from a mindset of comparison and dissatisfaction, which goes against the Buddhist principle of contentment. It arises when we feel threatened by the success or good fortune of others. By letting go of jealousy and cultivating mudita, or sympathetic joy, one can gain the respect of others through their ability to celebrate the success and happiness of others without envy. 3. Greed. Greed, or excessive desire, leads to attachment and craving, which are sources of suffering in Buddhism. It arises from a belief that happiness can be found in external possessions or experiences. By practicing generosity and contentment, one can gain the respect of others through their selflessness and ability to find fulfillment in simplicity. 4. Attachment. Attachment to people, possessions, and outcomes causes suffering by creating a sense of dependency and fear of loss. It arises from a misunderstanding of the impermanent nature of reality. By letting go of attachment and embracing impermanence, one can gain the respect of others through their resilience and ability to adapt to change with grace and equanimity. 5. Doubt. Doubt undermines confidence and prevents one from fully committing to the path of awakening. It arises from a lack of trust in oneself and the teachings of Buddhism. By cultivating faith in oneself and the guidance of wise teachers, one can gain the respect of others through their unwavering commitment to personal growth and transformation. 6. Ego. Ego, or the sense of self-importance, creates division and conflict in relationships by reinforcing a sense of separateness and superiority. It arises from a belief in the inherent existence of a separate self. By cultivating humility and recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, one can gain the respect of others through their ability to relate to others with authenticity, compassion, and respect. 7. Judgment. Judgment arises from a dualistic mindset that categorizes experiences and people as either good or bad, right or wrong. It creates barriers to understanding and compassion by reinforcing a sense of superiority or inferiority. By cultivating non-judgmental awareness and empathy, one can gain the respect of others through their ability to listen deeply and understand without prejudice. 8. Complacency. Complacency arises from a lack of awareness and engagement with the present moment. It leads to stagnation and missed opportunities for growth and learning. By cultivating mindfulness and curiosity, one can gain the respect of others through their willingness to embrace challenges and pursue excellence with diligence and enthusiasm. 9. Resentment. Resentment arises from holding on to past grievances and injustices, which perpetuates a cycle of negativity and suffering. It prevents forgiveness and reconciliation by keeping one trapped in feelings of anger and victimhood. By cultivating forgiveness and letting go of resentment, one can gain the respect of others through their ability to heal wounds and foster reconciliation with grace and compassion. 10. Selfishness. Selfishness arises from a narrow focus on one's own needs and desires at the expense of others. It leads to greed, aggression, and disregard for the well-being of others. By cultivating altruism and compassion, one can gain the respect of others through their selfless actions and genuine concern for the welfare of all beings. By letting go of these 10 habits and cultivating their antidotes, practitioners can embody the principles of Buddhism in their daily lives and earn the respect of others through their wisdom, compassion, and integrity.